Make sure you watch this entire video for an absolutely free breakdown. We got two games. We got a little Wednesday night college hoops. We got a little Thursday night NFL. We're still working on the new schedule. Now that college football regular season has come to an end, there's going to be no games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those were all college football nights. Now we're going to be replacing it with college hoops and NHL. As you guys know, I don't mess with the NBA. I don't like the NBA. But like I said, make sure you watch this whole video. Now, this is a very important disclaimer moving forward. You know, the football early, easy stuff, but with basketball, it's a different game. Without getting into too much detail as to why, because that'll take me way longer than we have in this video, understand that the up-to-the-date moves on basketball are the way to go. So lighten your bets on these hoops games until we get a rhythm going. And if you want those last-minute moves, those last-minute plays, those last-minute additions, make sure you become a private client as well. Let's get into the shout-outs. Zoni NorCal, Ray and Britt, Preston Burke, Ricky Myth, welcome to the page. Waterboy, shout out. Old Man, Van Sosa, Jeffrey Chung, Jaden Nethery twice. What is up, my friend? I'm still upset that guy. So I gave the Utah over Oregon last week or whenever it was, and this guy made a whole analysis on why he liked Oregon better. And I spent a minute in the next video saying that's the type of comment we want if you're going to disagree with us. And then when Oregon lost, he took down the whole video. There was no reason. You were cool. You were good, man. You were good to have that video up there. We liked it. We wanted to see a little, disagreement. It helps. I don't understand. All right. Shadow Bahamian, welcome to the page. Shout out. Mike Smith, longtime viewer. Greg Myers, I should be hearing from the t-shirt company on Friday. Buddy Ryder, welcome to the page. Amakai Beach, you asked for the shout out. I give it to you. There we go. Like I said, I have two games going on right now. College hoops, NFL, football season's coming to a wind down. If you guys remember, we crushed college basketball last year. Let's hope we do it this year. This is our first college basketball play of the season. Looking back on it, last year, in the last 12 months, baseball season was probably our worst. Baseball season was probably our worst. And the thing about that is this. Baseball season is supposed to be the best. So, it's definitely it's upsetting, but it's weird, but there's reasons for that, and we'll talk about it. We did talk about it, and we will continue to talk about it. But like I said, there's going to be two breakdowns in this video, so make sure you watch the whole thing. The first thing I'm going to be breaking down is a 9 p.m. tip-off tonight between the 19th ranked Michigan State Spartans and the undefeated Minnesota Golden Gophers. Michigan State is favored by 7 with the total set at 135.5. Michigan State comes into this game 7-2. They suffered losses to Kansas and Baylor, two quality teams, very good teams, so no surprise there. They have the 9th toughest strength of schedule in all of the Power 5 conference teams. They look to be just fine. They've won 2 in a row after defeating Louisville and Toledo in their last 2 games. No sweat off their chin, no sweat off their back. If they're going to want to have success, they need to up their offensive play. They're only averaging 73.2 per game. That ranks 160th in the nation. Not going to cut it. Now, they haven't ever been a fast-paced team. They are a defensive team, but they need to up their shooting. They're shooting just 44.6% from the field, 170th in the nation. They need to improve there. Now, on defense, they've been pretty decent. They rank in the top half of the nation, allowing just 63.6 points per game. But the area where they've really had advantage is rebounds, averaging 37.3 rebounds per game. Minnesota, 7-0, undefeated on the back of their defense. They have the 39th ranked defense in the nation, which has led them to most of their victories. Now, their offense ranks in the bottom half of the nation in scoring, but big difference between these two teams, the rebounds. Michigan State is a rebounding team. The Golden Gophers are not. Minnesota is thin when it comes to depth. 4 of their 5 starters are averaging 35 minutes a night. Think they're going to get worn down, beat up. Big Michigan State board team. Boardman. Minnesota did win last year's matchup, but Michigan State, as of late, has won 5 of the last 6 meetings and 8 of the last 10 overall. I like Michigan State in this one. I'm going to buy the hook. By the hook. Michigan State minus 6.5. I don't get as fired up here as I do in the office. I got dogs. They'll start barking. Now, let's talk about this Thursday night football NFL Vikings Steelers game. Minnesota's favored by 3. Total set at 43.5. Now, both of these teams have had up and down years. They both are in playoff contention, but they need to kick it in now and really start winning if they want to make the playoffs. The Steelers are 6-5-1, coming off of a victory against Baltimore. Baltimore could have won the game with the 2-point conversion. They were unsuccessful. Steelers won the game. Their team has been subpar. Big Ben's been subpar. Just not very good. Not very good at all. They're averaging under 87 yards running. They rank 29th running. Big Ben's thrown for 2,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, 6 picks. The defense has also been tough with the run. They're allowing 131 yards rushing per game, but their pass defense is a lot better. It's solid. The Steelers are scoring 20.3 points per game. They're giving up 23.8. You don't want to look at a team and see that they're giving up more than they score. That is not good. Now, the Vikings, on the other hand, it's also been a disappointing year for them. They're 5-7 on the season. Kirk Cousins and this offense has been very solid, averaging 396 yards per game. They're scoring 25.7 points per game, top half of the NFL in both of those categories. The problems come on the defensive side of the ball. They're giving up 402 total yards per game, better than only 2 other teams. They're allowing 25.4 points per game, ranks 25th in the NFL. Not gonna cut it. Guys, the Vikings' only real advantage comes on the offensive side of the ball, but Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook are both questionable at best to play in this game. Minnesota has lived and died by close games. They're not blowing teams out of the water. So regardless which way this one goes, it's not going to be a blowout most likely. I see good value in the Steelers here. I'm going to buy the hook. Never play an NFL team at +3. Always buy it to 3.5 if you have that opportunity. When I say never play it at +3, obviously if you have to buy it from 2 to 3, then you play it at +3. But if you already have an NFL team sitting at +3, you always buy the hook. Guys, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, hit that like button, and leave us those comments so I can give you a shout out and you can become part of our community. I appreciate everything you guys do for us. We love you. We hope you love us too. I will see you tomorrow for more college basketball.